exactly the reason why I wanted and postponed my album until, June. I wanted to share joy, which is what we can share through music. John, you know that. And through my life, I've been able to connect with my fans through that music. And it was really important after everything we lived through COVID and all, the situation with George Floyd, that also made me postpone the album out of respect. I lost my mother 3 years ago, which is what delayed the album because I couldn't bring myself to sing. I would go to the studio months afterward and I couldn't sing.
The album that we're talking about is Brazil 305. And the story of it is so beautiful and kind of full circle. That's the backyard flipper. Because it begins with Gloria as a little girl listening to her mom's Brazilian pop albums.
Right.
In the 50s and 60s, and she would sing in Portuguese first. And then she worked in Spanish and Miami Sound Machine and all that and became an American pop star. Now she's taking all the songs that everyone knows and loves and they're rearranged and they're done so brilliantly. And it's like listening to them for the first time with all these fantastic Brazilian musicians.
Yes.
So beautiful, but I can imagine that it was too overwhelming because the whole inspiration is your mom.
Exactly. It was really tough. And, I was grieving and it literally got me into therapy because I've never gone through that kind of loss. It was so difficult. And to me, music has always been emotional, an emotional connection. My voice has been my catharsis and my way of emoting. And it took me over a year to be able to get back in the studio. And then she helped me because then the joy that I wanted to put on that album, I felt her there every step of the way. And we put 4 new songs on it because I wanted new things to, be a part of it. And she sends me messages all the time. I can tell you, I'm not crazy. There are things that she's such a presence and such a strong, force that she still makes herself known. And she became a part of the joy of this album, which is what I wanted to share with my fans. That's why the first song that came out was called Cuando hay amor, which means when there is love. And when you put love into everything, like you put into your food and into what you do for other people, people feel it. You can't fake that kind of thing.
No,
and people really accept it.
They feel the sincerity. And also I love the multi-generational aspect is coming around again. Just what you're doing now at the table will matter in years to come. But it cheered us up. Like we were dancing around the kitchen and it just fills your heart. Like we stood a little taller, we felt a little stronger.
Well, Brazilian music there's so much percussion and it's just gets you moving. I love my favorite thing is that almost every song there's a cuica drum.
A cuica.
I don't know if people know what that is. It sounds like it's just.
You know what? I love that instrument so much because it literally sounds like either a lament or it sounds like an organic object, and it's really hard.
It sounds like a living thing. Yeah,
right, because it's a gourd that you have to. It kind of looks dirty when you're playing it because you're literally there's a drum stick inside a gourd. But the idea is unity through music. How at the core is Africa, hard in those roots.
That's right.
How all these mixes create these amazing sounds, but that still have something that ties us together.
How are you going to bring the album to life for people? Are you going to do some online performances?
We'll find a way to get it out there, but what I'm hoping is that a year from now, hopefully, or a year and a half, this thing is to the point that it's under control enough that we can, because it's so special to share music and things body to body, and although I don't know if I'll ever shake anybody's hand again, I gotta tell you. I'd rather hug somebody right now than shake their hand, I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
But we'll find a way to share it. We did some virtual performances already for, live television the week that the album came out. And we'll figure it out, people. I mean, like you said, we may be separated, but we're really more together than ever as a world. I mean, I think that what this has really done is show us that we're all in the same boat. We're all living these experiences together and trying to get each other through in the best way we can, trying to face the future with some hope and joy and not forget that part of it, because we're only going to be here a short time, even if we live a long life. So we should, try to squeeze every bit of life out of every moment that we have and roll with the punches. That's all we can ever do.